Nationally syndicated radio host Dana Loesch. Hey, Dana, how much longer does Chuck Schumer have?
Oh, Jesse, good to see you. I don't actually know. Now, if you asked me this 5 years ago, I'd kind of roll my eyes. If you asked me 10 years ago, I'd laugh. There's the saying that they have about old soldiers, right? And there's the saying that they have about old politicians. I mean, there's a reason why they hang on for so long. They might seem inept, but they're actually very suave. They're very slick. And I think Chuck Schumer may still wriggle his way out of this. But at the same time, really, will he, and by how much? Because I don't think it's going to be AOC, but I think it's going to be somebody else that's going to come and maybe knock him off his perch, politically speaking. I mean, they let the crazies take over the party, and now they flirted with it so long as an agitator to get out the vote. Now they're stuck with them as the base. They had no idea how to handle their coalition. And I hope the right takes notes and learns from this, because the left, Democrats are gone. That party is gone. It is only a name, a veneer. They are socialist. They are far left, and socialism, Marxism, it's all just different sides of the same piece of feces, let's be honest. So that's where the party is right now, and it's going to get worse and worse and even more dramatic. So I think we can just pop some popcorn for a little bit, watch it, and then gather our strength and get ready for political battle.
All right, because it will be a battle if the communists do take the party over, because these people can't govern. If they ever are actually in charge, I mean, you saw what they were going to do if AOC had gotten her way. She would have kept the government shut down through Thanksgiving, through Christmas. She didn't care. They just want to destroy everything.
And that's it. They're bad strategists. I mean, what they voted on right now is literally what they've been voting on over and over again for months prior. They could have voted on the exact same thing that was presented to them that they compromised on 2 weeks ago, but they didn't. They were holding out, and then they didn't get anything for holding out. I mean, really, I don't think Mike Johnson's going to give them an inch in the House, and I'm glad to actually say it. Republicans stuck to their guns. And just as they have every shutdown battle, they did it. And the shutdown wasn't a major factor in the elections. And they were able to message and narrative their way around it. And they had a good platform. They had a good push. Everyone had the same message. The left, not just who's leading the party, they have nobody strategizing for them. They are lost in the wilderness right now. So I think Republicans should take full advantage of the confusion and just hammer them with every single piece of legislation, knock them off their feet, make them dizzy, be relentless, do it all the way up until they're dismissed for Christmas.
I like that strategy. The Democrats are now looking at Bernie, and they're looking at AOC as the leaders. I mean, Fetterman doesn't even know who's in charge. So, I mean, is it true that AOC and Bernie Sanders are running the Democrat Party?
I don't think so. I think AOC, her influence is greatly outstated. I mean, she speaks a lot and she says incendiary things, so she's popular online with the nut jobs on the left. But in reality, her district is actually pretty small. I mean, that's going to take a lot of effort from her, and I really don't think that she's got the fundraising apparatus behind her, honestly. I mean, she's sort of, all she does is throw bombs. They actually need somebody a little bit more. I can't believe I'm saying that. For the Democrat Party, they need somebody who's a little bit more substantial than a former bartender, but I digress. I don't know who it's going to be, but somebody's going to emerge from the shadows, so to speak, and maybe take over where Schumer left off, because I think he still has a chance to get out of it, Jesse, but that window's closing. So we'll see who takes over.
All right. Well, I'd love to have a former bartender be my politician.
It's not going to be Three House Bernie. It's not going to be Three Houses Bernie.
All right. We'll see how it works out. Dana, great to see you as always.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.